All right, and we're back, and we're going to Liz Gonzales with the list.
Absolutely. You know what we're talking about today?
What are we talking about?
Underrated athletes.
Oh, this is a big one.
We're an underrated show.
That's absolutely true, actually.
Perfect.
Yes.
With a little guy.
A little guy. Speaking of little guys, how did you see that transition?
I did. I know
Well
you
done.
did.
Well done. We're going to start it off with Isaiah Thomas, underrated and underpaid, at least for now. The guy's got to get paid. And all of a sudden, my question here, really, to everyone, you guys included over here, namely, is when did it become acceptable to just riff and make fun of the little guy? Because look, I'm single, I've been out in the bars, and I got to tell you, the majority of you are the little guy.
Wow. Oh my God. That took a mean turn.
Yeah, it did.
But look, I love Isaiah. He does so much, and he fits in your pocket. He's like the iPad Mini, you know?
Let's move on to the next guy,
can play
Devontae
some deep.
Freeman. This guy's kind of behind the shadows, behind Matt Ryan, and then, of course, the very handsome Julio Jones. But back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, this is the year that he gets paid, and he deserves every penny because not only is he good on the field, he's a really, really good guy. He supports his 4 sisters, 2 brothers, 2 cousins, grandmother, and his mother.
He actually just Venmoed me $50 for this show. He's a pretty cool guy.
Get that man paid.
I love that guy. Yeah, he's a great player. Definitely solid.
Also, too, he's played, he's had to climb out of the shadow of his dad, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, different guy. See how underrated he is?
Good.
Next up, we're going to move to Damon Harrison, a.k.a. Snacks. Nobody likes to give defensive linemen any love. I'm going to give him some love. Snacks is a big part of the reason the Giants had 35 sacks last year because guys are double or triple teaming him. Why don't we ever talk about the big guy?
I love Snacks. We're actually in the process of trying to book him on the show. We set Snacks traps right here, so hopefully we grab him.
Moving on, the next guy on this list, Snacks actually defended earlier this week, and I'm going to defend him too. Eli Manning is the most underrated quarterback in the entire league. The guy brought New York 2 Super Bowls, and we're just constantly making fun of him. Guess what? He's the best quarterback the Giants have ever had and may ever have. Embrace the guy.
I love Eli Manning. He's my favorite. 2 Super Bowls. He's clutch. He has horrible luck with cameras. Like, the camera always catches him at the worst time. You know the episode of Seinfeld where Jerry's picking his nose in the car?
Yes.
And his girl he's dating is across the car and she sees it? That's Eli every time.
But that's what makes him so charming.
Yeah.
I love him. I'm a huge Eli guy. Are you a Giants fan?
No. I like the Cowboys. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan.
John.
I'm a
I
Cowboys
liked you up
fan.
until then.
Tony Dorsett, always. I love the Cowboys.
The most underrated athlete of all time, period, is going to be female athletes everywhere. Look, this is a sports show, and the only female we've talked about is Britney Spears. Meanwhile, Serena is out there winning matches with a human growing inside of her, and all we can talk about is what guy would beat her on the tennis court. We got to be better than that.
You've made this all-male panel and mostly male crew very uncomfortable with this last one.
I mean, I agree. I've been saying it for a long time. All female athletes are underrated, including my niece, who's 11. She plays soccer for the Pink Panthers.
That counts.
She had 2 own goals in the first half, but look, still underrated. Keep doing,
I agree.
Keep doing your thing, Stephanie.
We love the Liberty, and Tina Charles, come on the show.